I am only 19. I'm barely a person. I'm more of a person than I was 2 years ago while I was in high school, miserable and life had no meaning. I had no meaning. Over my gap years, I've found and created my own path for myself, and I've come to this conclusion. I don't really know anything about myself. Like I said, I'm only 19, and depending on what my future holds, I have many, many years ahead where I can get to know myself and find new ways to exist. But here is what I do know about myself. I love being by myself. I love spending time alone with my own energy. Although this often makes me feel like I'm a bad friend, as I don't have the need to be around people. I often forget that I should be texting people back and make time to see them and tell them how much I love them. Sending them a song I think they'd like or a drunk Snapchat video telling them how much they mean to me isn't enough. But I find so much comfort in my solitude, it's difficult to leave it. I've never understood people who cannot stand being alone. I love to create. I have since I was a kid. Whether it's making music videos, Taylor Swift songs on Videostar, making home movies of surviving on a stranded island with my brother, creating imaginative worlds with my neighbors, or writing songs after my first childhood cat, Mookie, passed away. Creating anything has always brought me peace and comfort, and it still does. I still write songs. I still create miniature worlds while I stare at the window of the car. I still draw and write and sing and dance. I'm going to college for acting, and I make myself many YouTube videos. If I'm not doing something creative, my brain shuts off. I'm stubborn. I get that from both my parents, yet I was labeled the trouble child because I fought for what I wanted. I was also a little asshole growing up. Still am, but that's not what this was about. I will hold a grudge over something that happened years ago. If someone tells me that I can't do something, I'm going to do it. When my dad would tell me that there was no way I could finish all the food on my plate, I would stay at the table until every bite was gone. Some might see how stubborn I am as a fault, but I'm proud of it. I'm emotional. I either feel nothing or everything at once. I cry at nearly every movie I watch. I take insults to heart and I shut down when I'm upset. But being emotional also means I feel a lot. I laugh at everything. I get really excited about things I care about, and that can annoy people. My emotions are sudden and unpredictable at times, but I don't tell people when I'm upset, and I go and hide. I never talk about how I feel. But if I didn't feel so much, I wouldn't be a creative person, so for that, I'm grateful. I love to escape reality. Whether that be movies, shows, books, music, or creating my little worlds, I don't usually stay in the real world for too long. I rewatch my favorite shows again and again to find that comfort and sense of belonging. I obsess over fictional worlds and fictional people and will talk about them for hours, often unprompted. And I have made friends through this. I have found hope and courage through this. And finally, I am very hard on myself. Throughout school, I put pressure on myself to be perfect, and when I wasn't, I'd lose interest and give up. I've braided myself countless times for each of the things I've mentioned in this video. Why don't you leave the house more? Why are you so awkward? Why are you so sensitive? Why are you still talking? Why are you throwing your life away? I'm my own worst enemy, and I'm grateful for it. I keep myself grounded and humble, but I need to find the balance. I'm learning to ignore my negative thoughts, and I'm learning to find motivation from them too. I'm only 19. I'll forever be learning and growing and making mistakes, but isn't that what living is? Humans are reckless, stupid, hateful, and ignorant, but they're also forgiving, hopeful, talented, smart, and persistent. We can either let our own negativity consume us or learn from it and adapt. I'm barely a person, but I am human, and I can't wait to learn more about myself.